Okay, so there's a few apps that I like to use. I have accounts underneath these four right here: Coinbase, Bitstamp, Coins Bank, and blockchain, right? But then the other ones are just where I get my news every day, right? So now, for a while, I'll just give a disclaimer. For a while, I was just testing out HYIPs and other investment sites, mining sites, stuff like that, just to test them out. I never thought that I should be thinking about trading them, and I never thought that I should be researching Bitcoin. The price never mattered. How many always mattered to me. So I don't care where Bitcoin is price wise. If I can't afford it, I only care how can I get to 100 Bitcoins the fastest. That's all I cared about. So recently there's been a lot of news, blah 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 blah, and then we'll just leave it at that, right? As I was going through this the other day, just to kind of see what's new, I saw this whole Floyd Mayweather thing, right? This is what I was talking about in my Plexcoin video. Plexcoin is a new coin coming out that gives us the opportunity to finally invest in a coin for the first time in a long time, and at a price that most of us can afford. Okay, so this article came out and it made me think in my head, why is this coming out? What is this about? So, Floyd Mayweather decided he was going to post on the internet that he is going to invest, I'll just say the word because I don't really care, a shit ton of money on August 26th. Okay? August 26th, he's going to invest into a stock called Stox. Okay? This is the thing I was telling you guys about. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you guys have to invest. I'm not saying you guys should invest. I'm saying I will invest. Okay? Why will I invest? And what do I see? What do I see this turning into? Okay. So I've invested in stocks before, and there's a lot of stocks out there that I've invested in that all turned out uh, to be pretty good ideas. Then there was some that turned out to be really, really bad ideas. I was a day trader, so when I traded stocks, I bought the same day, and I sold the same day. Or if I held, it was held overnight, and then I traded that very morning when it released. Okay, so I wasn't a swing trader where I would only trade here and there. I trade every single day, and then I wasn't a long-term trader where I would trade maybe every 5 days or every 10 days or just hold it forever. I wasn't one of those traders. So why is this important, right? Why is this news important to us? Okay, so we go to the internet, and then we get the same article, but then what we need is information about this. So when we scroll down, we finally get the website for Stox. They have a nice video. I suggest we all read into it, okay? Read what they're talking about, okay? Watch the video, check out the app, everything. Okay, Stox is created by invest.com. Okay, that's the company. They're trying to say, okay, this is invest.com's money. Okay, invest.com made $50 million in 2016, 12 billion annual transactions. So they are a part of that many transactions. Okay, 8 million annual transactions. Okay, so 12 billion US dollar transactions, 8 million annual transactions, 3 million registered clients, which means like say like Visa might be one of their clients, or I'm not saying who they are, but like Foot Locker could be a client. So there's a bunch of different clients out there that could be using this, or it could be someone like J.P. Morgan and Chase, or so there's different clients out there that's a possibility for. So every time money gets moved from one person to the next, they are the backbone of that money. So they're pretty much the encryption behind how the money transfers from one end to the next, and they collect a percentage. So if you guys ever had your own company, or if you ever invested into what is it called, not invested, but if you ever had like an eBay, or if you ever had a Square app, like the Square little thing that you can swipe the card underneath, if you ever went to Apple Store, and any of those companies, if you ever bought anything, they charge the retailer, the person making the sale, the person that's making money, they charge that person a fee every time they swipe the card. Okay? What happens is, with this type of app, this person is saying, literally saying to you, that every single time one of their clients, one of their 3 million clients, does a transaction, the coins will be in use. Okay? The coins will stay in use. Every time someone goes to go buy one, it should actually increase the value. Floyd Mayweather is saying he's just going to buy in. Okay. So what are we talking about here? The Stox token will be on sale on the 5th. In 5 days. Okay, that's August 2nd. Okay, the token will last for 2 weeks. Okay, so they're gonna do a certain amount. They're only holding up $30 million dollars, right? So once that's up, it's done. Then they may launch. Then I think they have a later launch date. But I just want to point something out. Right now, Ether is about 200. So if Ether is about $200 when this thing launches on the 2nd, whatever Ether is at, and you go buy it, it will project, like it will tell you. So like Ether is $200, then this coin will be $1. In order for you to get 200 of them, you will need $200 or 1 Ether. So I would suggest, if you are mining Ether, if you have any Ether in the bank, if you have whatever you got going on with Ether, I would suggest holding on to it and trying to see if there's a way for you to turn that Ether into either cash, or turning that Ether into stocks if you're interested, right? I'm not saying it because, like, hey, listen, we're all going to make $1 billion. I am saying that this is a stock. This is a ICO. This is a coin that hasn't come out yet, hasn't been driven through the roof, and we'd all know August 26th, Floyd is going to invest. He's not going to invest the whole load, so don't sit there thinking Floyd's going to invest his $175 million and make us all rich. He's probably going to invest like 100,000 to maybe 10 million, somewhere between those two numbers, and that's going to drive the price to a number that we could all feel comfortable with. Now, why do I bring this up? Okay, so I bring this up because if I buy in at $1, $1.10, $1.20, $1 whatever, I buy in at $1, and Floyd comes in, or a bunch of people come in saying to themselves, you know what, we want to buy in as well, and it drives the price up. They're projecting that this can go up from somewhere between 20 and like 50, right? So that $100 that we're talking about has now became about $2,000. So I'm pointing it out because I kind of feel like it's important to think in those terms that, you know, a couple dollars, $10 could turn to 200, you know, really quick. You know what I mean? If you're in, I don't know what the minimum buy-in will be, but I'm just saying, I feel like it's great to see that there's coins out there that are letting people know that you can buy in, and you don't have to be a millionaire or a billionaire in order to buy in. So, you know, for us, this is kind of where we're waiting for. I know we were doing a lot of HYIPs for a while, and I told a lot of people to hold off, turn everything to cash. So before everyone goes crazy and puts more money into HYIPs, or everybody goes crazy and just kind of like leaves the game completely, I want you guys to just think in these terms that, hey, what if we get into two coins, or just one of them? What if you get into them and then 10 years from now, they are at such a ridiculous amount? So this one right here, again, 5 years from now, I think Ether is projected to be 200,000. So if it does get to that amount, that's crazy. But this one, let's just say it goes up from $1 to 1,000, and you invested $100, you now got 100,000. So I'm just pointing that out, that, hey, listen, you know, there's some opportunity here. If you guys see the same opportunity, I wanted you guys to have an opportunity to buy in. I don't want you guys to regret not doing it, but I also don't want people to feel like he's holding off all the secrets and he's not sharing. So this is something that I kind of feel like, once I share with you guys can do with the information as you want. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not telling you to buy in, because it is a risk that you could lose your coins, but you lose your money. But I am telling you, this is what I'm doing. I'm not telling you what to do. So set the date if you're thinking about doing it. I don't think there's a way for you to actually log in like PlexCoin, but there is a way for you to subscribe for updates, just fill out this little registration and then it updates you. So I don't know what I'm gonna put in. It says crowd sell date registration. So I know what I want to put in, but at that time, like 2 months from now, I don't know if I want to put in more or double or triple. I want to put in about 200, just like the other one. I want to put in about 250, but I don't know if that's what I'm exactly going to put in. So I haven't actually I haven't registered it yet because I want to figure out what I'm thinking in my head first. Because if this goes crazy and I could put in, I want to make sure that I can fulfill my obligation and not be able to fulfill it. So I'm putting it out there. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm very interested in hearing what you guys think. Definitely join our village. This is what we're talking about. Stuff like this is what we're saying in the village. Definitely more opportunities are going to come along. I do want people to feel like they have an opportunity because, you know, if my granddad invested into McDonald's, you know, X amount of years ago, maybe 60, 70 years ago, I don't know how long it was, I would, you know, we would all be millionaires, billionaires in my family. You know, if I would have invested into Facebook, I had opportunity to invest in Facebook, Ford, GM, and there's another one I was going to name. I think it was Netflix. I had a real opportunity to kind of get into those when they were really small. You know, I mean, 1,000 to 10,000, putting them in there. I would be a millionaire by now if I just listened to my heart rather than listening to my bank account. Because if I just waited 10 years on all three of them, especially Facebook and this one as well as Netflix and Amazon as well. If I just listened to my heart when I had the opportunity and I had the money, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. But at the same time, I'm telling myself that this is my opportunity. This is my time. So I want you guys to know my journey. When it started way before now, but I want you guys to kind of see where my mind frame is, you know, because I do know that you guys follow me almost religiously. I know you guys are trying to see what am I doing next, what am I thinking, and how you guys can capitalize on my thoughts and my research. So that's it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like it. Definitely like it. Number one thing, if you made it this far, because it's a long video, I like to know who made it this far. I don't think many people will. But if you made it this far, just put it in there. You know, you made it to the end. And that's about it. I just want to kind of see who's actually listening and, you know, who's actually intrigued by what I'm doing. So let me know, guys, what your thoughts are. Definitely join our village. I'll put the little link down at the bottom. It is a Telegram app. Again, we're talking about this in a Telegram app, but I didn't want people that don't have the app to miss out on what we're talking about. So I wanted to make sure I did a video. And I have, again, plenty more to come. And there's some more stuff that I want to show you guys, okay? All right, guys, stay tuned.